Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going over an old recipe card I found in an old cookbook I got from my grandparents. We don't know where it came from, but it's a great autumn recipe. So I'm doing a voiceover for the audio because I wasn't able to record it at the time. As you can see, I'm adding 2 1/3 cup of flour, 3 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Next up, we got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. You're going to want to mix that well together. I'm using a simple dough blender, which I find is adequate. You can use a stand mixer, but just hand mixing everything is more than enough. You're also going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And you're going to want to take 4 eggs and beat them well and set them to the side. So while you're mixing this, everything's kind of getting ready. Next, we're going to take a can of pumpkin puree. It's about 15 ounces. You can also use 15 ounces of, fresh homemade pumpkin puree if you know what you're doing with that. You're going to take a cup of cooking oil and 2/3 of a cup of cold water, and you're going to mix that well. And again, just using a dough blender is more than adequate if you don't have a stand mixer. You're going to want to mix that into your dry ingredients and blend them together thoroughly. Once you've done that, you're going to take the eggs you had beaten previously and you're going to add them to your mixture. Or in this case, I accidentally forgot, but you can blend them together afterwards too. But it's more time efficient if you have it ready. You're just going to incorporate that into the mixture as thoroughly as you can. Next, we're going to grease the pan. Now, the way I do this is I do a mixture of oil, just the same sort of oil I use in the dough, and then I take a little bit of flour, and you can use a little bit of the dry mix too for this, but then you're going to rub the flour into the oil, so it kind of makes a non-stick coating. That helps easier separation. I'm going to carefully put it into the pan using a rubber spatula. I find that gets as much as you can in there. In this case, I'm using a Bundt pan because I wanted to make it kind of look like a pumpkin. I thought it'd be kind of cool for Halloween. It came out so-so. You'll see at the end, or you saw at the beginning where the picture. You're going to bake it for about an hour, but in my little gourmet oven, it's actually only took me about 45 minutes. I didn't put the whole baking sequence in there for obvious reasons. Don't want you sitting there staring at it blindly. And I didn't show the mixing of the cream cheese frosting because it's my first time making it, and I didn't let it set up properly in a chilled environment. So unfortunately, it came out a little runny here, which kind of makes it look goopy and oozy, like like a spooky slime sort of thing, I guess, which you could do intentionally if you wanted to, but it was not my intention. I was trying to go for a pumpkin shaped and colored pumpkin bread. So this is just vanilla icing that I had made myself. And again, I had a great time doing it. Whenever you're making a bread, you always want to make sure when they're done baking to do a toothpick check, just to make sure there's no overly goopy, undercooked bits inside of it, and that's that way you're not taking any chances of interacting with undercooked eggs. In the U.S., at the very least, there are a lot of reptiles around here, and that can cause issues with the eggs, and it's just better to be on the safe side. I'd love to see if you guys, make these on your own. Show me some pictures or anything, like reference me in a video if you make your own pumpkin bundt cake. That'd be kind of cool to see. Hopefully yours come out prettier than mine.